Hello, 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 everyone. How is everyone doing? Hey, Joshua. Hey, Ultra Maggot, Patriot for Life, my brother, Big Tim. And we have my girl, my sister, Miss Opinionated. Yeah, that's me. Miss
Hello.
Opinionated. Yeah, that's me. This is the backup channel for Miss Breaking the Chain.
What's up,
I'm
everybody?
gonna let you start the show. I've got to restart my phone. I can't hear. So you go ahead and start the show with what you want to talk about tonight,
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Miss Opinionated, also known as Goldie to me.
She went there, y'all. Oh my God, that was so cute. I love it. Oh, I love me some April, y'all. I love me some Miss April. She better be lucky I'm not filthy rich, man. I'm telling you, that'd be the first door I knock on. But yeah, we
Now,
decided to come up and do a little live today, and this was like a very interesting weekend. Wouldn't you say, Miss April? Oh, she went off. But it was a very interesting weekend. You know, it was some strange events that took place, and, people's emotions got jarred, and, and then we find out what we thought was not. So there was a comment made to a YouTuber, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And like I said, I'm not here to ruffle feathers. So if you get offended and you recognize that I'm referring to you, it's not personal. It's just that we definitely have to be careful how we address and come at people with the things that we say, especially when it comes to religious beliefs. Okay. Oh, Atmos. Yeah, you about to hear me, Atmos. So the individual was actually in the chat, and I was really perturbed in my spirit because the individual did a beautiful, beautiful dedication, and it touched so many hearts, and people were flooded with various emotions. And what the individual stated was, the Lord told me to do this, but in my spirit, I'm feeling kind of funny about it. Exact words. He didn't mix words. He didn't lie about it. I heard it clear as day. So then there was a individual that tried to question his relationship with God. Let me say something. No, everybody is not on the same page, nor does God deal with everybody the same, nor does everybody worship the same. So you cannot tell somebody that they did not hear or what your opinion is. You have to be very careful. That's why we have so many wars when it comes to religion. We have to keep our opinions to ourselves. If God deals with you a certain way that may seem strange, that's between you and God. I don't have to answer to God for you. You don't have to answer to God for me. So I feel like this, that person that challenged his words and what he said he felt, I think that a lot of times we get people, and I've been in all spectrums, all areas in church, and I've always been the person that gets close to the first family. I know my position, I know protocol, I know not to do certain things, and I am gifted as well as other people, and I know when to operate and when not to operate. However, for people that get this super holy, sanctimonious, should have been a Honda, see me tie my bow tie, kind of speaking in tongues and slinging oil kind of religion, you need to watch what you say to people, because I'm gonna say the name. I don't care. Atmos. Atmos is the most down to earth person that I know, and I've never heard him. He said, "You look, I'm a Christian man. You take me as I am. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna make mistakes. I cuss. I do this. I do the same thing. So I cannot look at him and say, "Oh, you better not cuss. You shouldn't cuss. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that." I can't do that, because he's on his level with God. He has his relationship with God. I have my relationship. Miss April has hers. I can't tell her what to do and how to respond and how to follow God's rules. You can't do that. So everybody, when it comes to religions, you need to stay in your own lane. If you did not agree with that person, you should have not called in. You should have sat down and prayed and said, "Okay, Lord, now he's struggling with whether he heard you or not." And I'm not trying to get up here and cause confusion, because God is not a God of confusion, nor will he embarrass somebody if they make a mistake. It's us. It's us. It's us as humans. We think we know how many bricks it took to build hell, and we think we know everything. We don't. We absolutely don't. So when it comes to religion, please keep your own opinions to yourself. Please don't tell somebody what they heard and what they didn't hear, because you weren't there. You didn't battle and struggle like this man battled and struggled in his thoughts. You didn't hear the pain. You didn't hear the hurt. You didn't hear the disappointment. You didn't hear none of that. All people heard were the words. Sometimes you need to listen past the words that people speak and go directly to that heart and see where that heart is. And Atmos is an upstanding dude. I like him. I like him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to get on nobody's butt, but we got to be careful. We need to watch what we say. People get a biscuit above poverty and they think they done arrived, you guys, for real. And then there's too many chatty Cathys out there. "Oh no, God didn't say this. God said that. God didn't say this." Whatever God said to you, that's what it is. That's why so many problems when it comes to religion. That's why people are always fighting when it comes to religion. We need to leave our opinions out of other people's thoughts. If you want to critique somebody, you call them personally and you talk to them one-on-one. You don't do it and try to embarrass somebody and say what you don't believe. God is not the type of God that is predictable. He could tell you to go around the corner from your house and put 3 bowls in your hand. And when you get in front of the liquor store, he could tell you put one in each hand and one on your head and balance on one foot. And it could be a person that come out and had a dream about you balancing on one foot with a bowl in each one of your hands and on top of your head. And they know that they heard from God. Don't tell nobody what they heard and what they didn't hear. I just wanted to say that really quick, because we get so haughty and so puffed up and think we know everything about religion. We read a few scriptures and think we have gotten the whole thing together. We have not. That's why Miss April say, "I don't get into religion. I'm not going to get into it. My beliefs are my beliefs. My thoughts are my thoughts. Whatever it is going on with me, God will deal with me on that." So I just wanted to throw that out there, because it's getting to be crazy. People can't, hi, Ultra, people can't say what they want to say without people trying to come in and not like they super holy, like, they don't have to go to the toilet like we do. Like they don't put their pants on one leg at a time. Like they don't have pain in their body. Like they don't have no issues. We all fall short of the glory of God. And I don't like people telling other people, that they didn't hear from God. You don't know nothing. You don't know what that man went through. It was so hard. If you would have paid attention, it was hard for Atmos to do that. And then he turned around and had to say, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I got some misinformation. It takes a big person. He could have just left it alone, but because he cares so much about us and our emotions and our feelings, he wanted to soothe us and let us know, okay, you can be angry, but don't stay there. That was the message. You could be angry, but don't stay there. Move past it. Like he said, I'll get mad at you, but then I'll let it go. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to sit up here and hold on to a grudge and be angry and looking at people cross-eyed like they crazy or something. Let it go. You waste more energy staying mad and holding grudges than you do just letting it go. So, Atmos, if you in here, I appreciate you for that message. That was something that probably needed to happen so that people can move forward and get freed up from the past bondage and baggage. Let it go. Dump it off. Let it go. Take it to the nearest dumpster. You don't need it. Whatever happened, I don't even know the lady. Whatever happened in the past, let it be just that, the past. Let it be buried. And that was a very good lesson for us all. Don't hold grudges. Let it go. It doesn't matter. A person's going to do what a person is going to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk. So thank you, Atmos. I appreciate you, Atmos. Just know that. Just know I appreciate you. And everybody in this chat, I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank God that I have an opportunity to meet each and every one of you. I pray that the Lord will bless each and every one of you. Whatever your needs are, I pray that God will meet you at that need and fulfill that need. And any negativity that tries to come your way, I personally ask God to block it, that you don't have to deal with it, and even block you from the dingbats that's on social media. It's bad, when you can't even say what you want to say without somebody ready to attack you. Okay, so Miss April, I done said everything I had to say and talked 12 minutes worth of trash.
You ain't talking no 12 minutes of trash. I had asked canceled the show. I hadn't heard from her, but Miss Opinionated, yeah, that's me. She did want to come on and say how she felt about that. And anybody can come to my channel and express how they feel about a situation. And so I stand behind you. I stand behind Atmos.
Thank you.
And so I hey, when it come to this things, I don't like to discuss religion because, like I've told people, religion, spirit, whatever, it's people's only. It's your choice. I have my relationship with God, and so I talk to him a lot. Shoot, God probably get tired of me. People think sometimes I'm crazy in my house, but I talk to him. But I always tell people now, before I make any decisions in my life, I pray about them. Right. And I really do. I pray about everything. Was I always like this? No. But just remember, while you're busy judging somebody, that somebody is judging you at the same time.
Amen.
Just remember that. And people, like we say, people that can admit when they're wrong and take accountability for them actions, they're the kind of people you need to really have in your life. Because that way, I know if I do something wrong or if they do something wrong, that we gonna say, you know what, I was wrong. I apologize, and let's move forward.
Right.
I'm trying to live. I ain't trying to die. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm trying to live, and
Right.
I'm trying to do the right thing. Uh, and so, hey, Big Tim, uh, and that's all I can say. All we can do is try. But those people that sit around here, oh, she cursed, oh, she went out, she danced, she listened to R&B music. I am not going to hell for those things.
Right.
I ain't going to hell for them things.
Wow.
Learn, you know, learn for yourself how to be obedient to whatever higher power you serve. Because
Right.
pretty much everybody, just be a decent human being is all I can say. I go on people's shows. I know they done talked about me. I don't care. hmm
Right.
But this is Let's Talk About It Tuesday. And what I wanted to talk about is this Jaguar right with R. Kelly and Aaliyah's alleged daughter.
Right.
Now, this is my opinion. The views expressed on this show is my opinion. If you don't like it, oh well, then you can just change the channel.
That
You don't
part.
have to listen, you know. So, back in the day, it was always out there in the atmosphere that Aaliyah had had a child and that a family member was raising that child. Back in the day, we also was told about a marriage. You know, they interrupted MTV and said they were married. Then, you know, they went on shows. They said the wedding never happened. The mom said it never happened. Um, they never talked about it.
Right.
We know that there was like a disclaimer where they couldn't talk about the marriage.
Mm.
Now, me, I was living my life. I was not looking up every movie star or every R&B artist who they said got married and wasn't no wedding to be going to look up no marriage license, no annulments. I went by what the girl's mother said, Aaliyah's mother, Diane Halton, you know. And of course, you know, unfortunately, we lost Aaliyah
Right.
in a plane crash. Again, the story was that she had always had a child. Now, they won't let Aaliyah rest in peace. They done bought her up again,
Mm.
you know, in the case against R. Kelly, trying to establish a pattern. But the mom said, oh, it was no wedding. It was no wedding. They were never married. I believe the mother. If I can't believe the mother, who can I believe? So now, when this girl came on, she was on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
She got kicked off YouTube. And this girl came out and she was saying that she was their daughter. My first response was, hey, anything is possible. We do know people have hidden pregnancies. I do remember the rumors And since they have not let her rest in peace, anything is possible.
Right.
Uh, Never say never. I mean, they said, well, no UFOs. They done found them. But my thing was, okay, it could be possible. And if they kick the girl off YouTube, if you go through that much trouble to get somebody kicked off, I mean TikTok, then it might be some truth to this. Because people been talking for years. You done have heard all kind of people. They say uh, Jay-Z got 2 kids before he got with Beyonce. They say LL got a kid he had. I mean, you hear all of these stories about people having children. And again, Hollywood, anything could be possible. And in the black race, people have been having kids, letting family members raise them. And so anything is possible. So I went to some bloggers' channels, and the girl was on there, and I listened to the girl. Um, like I said, anything is possible.
Right.
And to say it couldn't happen would be far-fetched. If you are not a childhood friend or was with somebody every day of their life, you cannot say what didn't happen.
Right.
Um, girls have hidden pregnancies time and time. You know, you look up, you hear girl such and such had a baby. Her mom and them took her to the hospital and she done had a baby.
Oh wow.
So this stuff has been going on, hiding pregnancies. And again, before I could say nothing could have happened, I had to remember we had a girl's mother that lied to us and said that, they were never married. So, hey, if she had a baby, she could possibly lie about that. Her
Right.
word is not bond. And so, I felt some type of way. Hey, Cooks with Love, I just think anything is possible when it comes to Hollywood, is what I call it.
Right.
And anything is possible. People walking around here with so many secrets. They say Janet Jackson had a baby by one of the DeBarge guys.
Right.
So, anything's possible. So the girl made her rounds, and people was really trying to help her, I guess, to do a DNA test. And they were trying to raise money. Now, Just B, you said they have said a real family has come forward. Well, are they attacking the real family? Are they asking for proof of birth certificates and all of this stuff? Uh, so anyway, Jaguar Wright got in on this.
Mm-hmm.
Jaguar Wright, she believed the girl and said, hey, anything is possible. And again, the rumor was that Aaliyah had a child and a family member raised it.
Wow. You okay?
Oh, yeah. So, hold on.
Yeah, I haven't kept up with the story either. I just know I heard Aaliyah had music, she
Mhm.
disappeared and then she came back, but I never
Yeah.
heard anything about a baby. So this is good information for me to hear.
So yeah, over the years, that was always the rumor that she had a baby. So can't nobody say what didn't happen because the mom has lied. So they took the girl on different talk shows, and people was trying to help her. They wanted her to, I guess, get um a test done
Mm-hmm.
and to prove the fact that what she was saying, it could be true. Cause I'ma tell you,
Right.
these days, and what I have learned over the years is, baby, you can't never say what ain't nobody done did, what
Right.
they ain't had. You can't never say nothing. I don't care if you was with them. People do not tell you everything they doing in their life, and we know people done hear pregnancy. Jaguar Wright got involved. Jaguar Wright said, "It's possible. I want to help you, sweetie."
Right.
So, because what happened was, allegedly, they broke into this girl's apartment and destroyed everything.
Oh my
Like,
God.
yeah, they broke, and then, they were threatening the girl. So the girl is with Jaguar right now. So now people are upset. Um, I hope Jaguar, uh, she will. I think she will take care of the girl. Now they want to say it's a scam now that she's with Jaguar, right? But y'all didn't say it was a scam when she got kicked off of YouTube. I mean, off TikTok. Yeah, just be they broke into the girl's apartment and they trashed her apartment. So, who broke in? I don't know. They were trying to say supporters of his, her family, but they broke into her apartment. So I say this: I hope the girl gets the help she needs, and
Right.
then they can get this test done because we don't know. We don't know, and we can't never say never. I done seen a whole lot of stuff happen.
Yep.
A lot of people don't like Jaguar, right? I think Jaguar, right? Hey, Al Sheep, my Baxter. I think, you know, she has been affected. Hollywood, that whole mess out there, it's just a plum D mess.
It
That kind
is.
of life, that kind of life. I would want to be rich, but I wouldn't want to be famous. I don't want to have to sell my soul and all of this stuff. Hey, Tony. And
Yeah.
so, Jaguar Wright, I believe, is a good person. Uh,
Right.
Something happened, you know. Um, she's telling a lot of the secrets that go on out there in the industry. Well, she ain't telling the secrets. I mean, they've been telling on themselves. She's just confirming everything that people are saying, what
Right.
goes on in that industry. And so I hope uh, that this girl will get the help that she needs. And leave it be. But I also want to say it costs money to live.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody getting ready to feed you 3 times a day for free. Food is high. When you decide to give somebody some money, what they do with that money is their business. So if people wanted to send money to feed this girl or to help her, to find living quarters and different things. When you give somebody something, what they do with that money, that ain't none of your business, really. If you gave it to them, you gave it to them. And so for now to be saying, oh, it's the scam now, I find, as usual, people being hypocrites. But
Right.
if you give somebody something, you give it to them. It's out of your hands.
True.
So to be saying now, oh, they scamming, they doing this and they doing that. Again, they have to eat. They need a place to stay. And we'll see what happens with that whole story.
Yeah.
Uh, and then I saw what people really cared about this girl. Like, even if she's not the child of Aaliyah and R. Kelly, they still wanted her to get some professional help. People have to realize mental illness is real, but then also you can't never say, well, they never happened neither. So,
Right.
it's a lot. It's a lot to this. And sometimes the truth come out and sometimes the truth doesn't come out. Again, I don't believe nothing her mother would ever say when they say, oh, the mother says it wasn't her. She didn't have a baby. Well, the mother also told us she never married him neither. So
Right.
the mom, I I don't believe nothing she could ever say. So what's your take on that? And I'm gonna open the panel up, and we just talking about different subjects in these YouTube streets that's going on.
Right. I really don't know too much about the Aaliyah having a baby, but I do know one thing for sure, that if it is a celebrity that's up and coming and they have a baby, I feel like they will go through great lengths to hide that, because they want to make that person a sex symbol. And so if that person is like, okay, let's say like for instance, a Beyonce. Okay, now they're trying to say Beyonce was pregnant at 15, and they allegedly have a picture of Beyonce being pregnant at 15. So let's say Beyonce did have a baby at the age of 15 and they covered it up. Why? Because they wanted Beyonce to be that sex symbol. You have a lot of men that lust after her. You have some women that lust after her. So if they found out she had a baby, she would no longer be attractive. But now that she has a baby with Jay-Z, it's different, versus her being out there young, having babies, before marriage and things like that. So I think that's what happens with a lot of them. I believe that Janet Jackson could have possibly had a baby, because if you remember, at one point she was very thin, and then when she came back, she was like heavy, like she had lost like she had baby weight on her or something, and then all of a sudden she lost all the weight. So it's kind of unexplainable, and the great lengths they will go through just to hide those things, from the public, And it is true that Jay-Z had children prior to Beyonce, because they were stating that the mother of his kids were angry that Beyonce is causing him to ignore the children that he had prior. So, just like Steve Harvey has twin girls, that he had before his now wife, and it's out, you know. So it's a lot of stuff that has been was hidden in the dark, like you said, Miss April, is definitely going to come to the light. So now all these celebrities are scrambling because all those secrets that they thought was so well tucked away are now being exposed before the world. So now they're scrambling, trying to debunk a lot of stuff that people know that's true. And a lot of people that know that it's true, they don't care to say whether it's true or not because they don't care. They just really don't care. Like, oh, well, if that's their business, you know. But
Yeah.
as far as Aaliyah, I never knew. Like I said, I vibed to her music. I was working 2 jobs, going to school. She disappeared for a minute. I didn't pay attention. And then she came back. I knew nothing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's what's in the YouTube streets. And so, like I said, anything is possible. Moving right along to the next subject. Bullying people on the YouTube streets.
Yes.
There is a great kid, Jared Talks. Somebody came into his chat and said some mean and awful things about this kid who has a disability. And I want to say to you, sorry, low-life people, and I know they in the bushes listening, girl. You know, they in the bushes, they don't show their face.
That's crazy.
You got to get on the internet and not even on the internet. If you got to talk about another person to try to make yourself look good, you a zero.
That part.
You are a zero.
That's crazy.
We are all beautiful and wonderful people.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get me wrong, there are some people doing some evil things. And they should be given the chance for redemption.
Right.
But just the regular bully, for you to sit up and take the time to go into somebody's show and bully them again, you are zero.
Right.
You are so miserable. You are so unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
And you want that miserable, unhappy spirit to pass along to other people.
Right.
When you realize that misery loves company, it won't even bother you. I had the pleasure of talking to Jerry because I was in this show last week and we were having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say this to anybody. Do not let any zeros who feel like they've got to talk about you to make themselves look good, like they got to focus on you, but you ain't talking about self. And you want to talk about a person that has a disability.
That's crazy.
You are a zero. You ain't nothing. And anybody that fools with you and co-signs this behavior, they zeros too.
Speak on it.
I do not hang with people that spend their life talking about other people.
Right.
Always got negative things to say. Because my thing is like, well, why are you telling me about them? Hey,
Right.
Steve Gilmore.
Hi, Mr. Gilmore.
If you know so much about this, was you there?
Right.
You had to be there. Don't tell me about what nobody doing. Cause then if you telling me, if you know so much, then you was there when you want to gossip about people and what they was doing.
Right.
Anytime you are supposed to be friends with people and they get with another group of people and single you out, let them go. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
no turning back, let them go. You
Mm-hmm.
don't need them in your circle. Because if they do that to you, they will do it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And this kid, Jared, is a very nice kid. He does have a disability. Anybody that comes on YouTube, you are a hero. You are a hero. Because, see, first of all, you getting on here, you talk. So, first of all, you got people, yeah, they holding on to every word I'm saying.
Oh well.
Some of them critiquing me. Some of
Oh
them
well.
saying, oh, she don't finish her sentences. Do I care? No.
Oh well.
I'm glad to be living. Then I ain't getting paid for this.
That part.
Okay? This is fun for me. And I try to talk about life experience. But I don't do people that talk about people with disabilities.
That part.
And you ain't, you are zero. If you spending your life talking about people, going into people's channels and trying to bully them.
Right.
And see, then they wonder why people snap.
Yep.
They snap because of bullies. They snap because they've been so nice and they couldn't take it no more.
Right.
This is why people snap. And
Mm-hmm.
then we wonder why we have so many people that are doing different things
Right.
because they were bullied.
You know
They
what?
were bullied.
It's so much talent on these YouTube streets. You got people that teach you how to plant. They teach you how to garden and stuff. I said that already. They teach you how to build things. You have, and you know what's so brave? And I'm gonna say this. There's a particular YouTuber I got caught in the crossfire because they thought that I was one of the people that was bullying them. But this individual, I want to say this: anybody that is overweight, which I don't understand why society says that you have to be a certain weight to look good. But anybody that's overweight and you got the nerve to get in front of a camera and try on some clothes, you don't have a clue how much you motivate somebody else that may weigh 3 times as much as you, and you make them feel like, you know what, I want to at least get down to her size because she showed me that I can look good in something when I get down to that size. You are a motivator. And then you have people teaching you how to do your own nails. Have people teaching you how to do pedicures. You have people teaching you how to do your own hair, your makeup, skin care, health. You got so many different things out here. And then you find that one little group of, I call them termites, that want to come in and chew up everything and mess everybody around and try to throw them off. But I say, hi, Steve. I say to you, keep on going. Let them say what they want to say. You know what I'm saying? Because haters should be your motivators. And that's what I'm going to say. If you got any haters, let that be your motivation, because that lets you know you're doing something correct. You're doing something right. And a lot of times when people pick on you and come after you, it's because they don't have the guts, they don't have the courage, they don't have the know-how to go up there and do what you're doing. They don't know how to do it. If I see J3GS and I see Steve Gilmore and I see Cooks with Love and I see all these other people and I don't know how to do what you know what you do, I'm gonna hit you up in your email, say, you know what, I saw what you was doing and I like what you was doing. I can't tap dance. So Mr. Gilmore gonna probably get frustrated with me because I got like 4 left feet. I probably trip and fall, and he'd be like, "Oh my God, this child!" But guess what? I went to him and asked him, "Can you help me?" Instead of getting on that time, like, "Oh, you know what, girl? Let me tell you about Mr. Gilmore." You know what I'm saying? Why would I do that? That is just purely hateful, and those are people that are afraid to get out there and do it, so they find a way to critique somebody else, to talk about somebody else. But you, whoever you are that talked about a person with a disability, you better pray to the Most High God that you don't get struck with the same thing. The Bible tells you not to congregate with those that are doing evil deeds. So that's what I wanted to say about that, Miss April. Thank you for giving me the floor.
Yeah, and like I say, I don't fool with them type of people. I don't fool with folks running around talking about other people. I don't fool with people that do stuff, and then you done shit, but now you don't like my comeback, and now you want to act like a victim.
That
No,
part.
baby,
That part.
I don't fool with them type of people.
There you
I
go.
didn't come for you. You came for me, and you
Speak
don't
on
like my comeback.
it.
Cause see, you're gonna be everything but a child to God. Then I don't want nobody that ain't. Don't come to me telling me how I should act, and you out
Right.
here doing everything under the sun yourself.
Right. Exactly. Facts. Facts. All facts.
You doing everything under the sun, and then you sit around with these people, and you think you got one up because you think you know something about somebody, and really, you really don't know at all.
Nothing.
Jealousy. People might not like you just because people like you. People might not like you because of the way you dress, the way you have your hair done. Everybody ain't gonna like you, that's fine. But if you're supposed to be somebody's friend, there should be no discussion unless everybody is involved in the discussion.
Exactly. Exactly.
Everybody ain't your friend, and all family just because they blood ain't your family.
Speak on it. Speak on it.
If you got to look through another person's life with a magnifying glass and talk about somebody else, talk about yourself and what you doing. I want to know why you got the magnifying glass on that person.
Right, that part.
Hey, Brian.
Hi,
And,
Brian.
and you know, people, you have a choice. We have a choice now. If you don't like what I'm talking about, because we talk about everything on this channel. I
Mm-hmm.
talk for religion and politics.
Yeah,
Because whatever higher power you serve, that's your business.
that part.
Long as you're a decent human being. If you like Donald Trump, that's your business too.
Yep.
That
Yep.
is your that is your business. But you have a right. If you don't like what I'm talking about on my show, or you think I don't sound right, or I don't finish sentences, or I get brain freezes, or I start coughing, you had a right to leave. But please press the like button. Please press the like, share, and subscribe button. It's free.
Yep.
But my heart goes out to Jared Talk. We had such a good time in his show last week. And then I come to find out that they come in talking about this kid that has a disability.
Wow.
Uh, I was I was 9 millimeter high. First of all, children are innocent. Um, a lot of people they didn't ask for their situation.
Right.
They didn't ask for these situations. We got a lot of kids, you know, they have autism now. We have a lot of kids with disabilities. So,
Mm-hmm.
what are you going to do? Are you ready to go around mocking every kid? I'm going to tell you, if you with me and you talk about a disabled person, we will no longer be friends.
That part.
If you talk about a disabled person or a person with special needs, then that man, that means you gonna talk about me.
Hmm. That part.
Brian, you have seizures?
No, don't be ashamed, sweetie.
Baby, don't be ashamed. I
No.
remember I remember when we were in school and we had a girl, she used to have seizures. And what we used to do is they used to take a tongue. You know, they would always do something to hold the tongue. You know, take an object to hold the tongue. But
Mhm.
why would you be ashamed that you have seizures?
Right. Don't do that. That you can't
Hey,
control that,
Papa
baby.
Will,
Hi, Papa. You can't control that, Brian.
you can't control that. Hey, I wasn't an athletic type of girl. Shoot, I couldn't play basketball and all that other kind of stuff. I hated gym. I wasn't the athletic type of girl. I joined ROTC,
Oh
so I
Lord.
didn't have to go to gym.
I wasn't that lucky.
You was the athletic type of girl.
Girl, I was a track runner. When I say I was a track runner, I used to purposely practice with the football players, and then I lived in a mountainous area, so I would run that. And when I got on that track field, it was so easy to run because I was accustomed to running uphill. Man, I used to fly, but it got cut short. My asthma went away, and the day that scouts were there, I had a real bad asthma attack and passed out on the track field, and that was the end of it. So
Okay.
no big deal. It wasn't meant for me to be a
Okay.
track star.
Yeah. So you have people that have asthma, so they're always walking around with the inhaler. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, but Brian, please don't feel ashamed that you have seizures. Please don't be ashamed of that. That can be somebody you can use that to strengthen and encourage somebody else that's going through it too. Be a motivation for them. And I appreciate you for sharing that.
yeah. Let me drop the link if anybody want to come up and share any stories. You know, I'm gonna tell people this: we are all flawed in some type of way.
Hmm.
My favorite saying is, "I love you just the way you are. Love me just the way I am."
Real
That's the
talk.
link if anybody wants to come up. You got people that have overcome so many things in this life. I
Yeah.
mean, people that overcome addictions,
Hmm.
people that overcome childhood abuse, uh, people that, you know, everybody tries to do better.
Right.
Uh, the thing of it is, we got to start talking more about these things so that way we can stop some of the things that's going on that's going on,
Right.
and trying to help people. Now, don't get me wrong when I say this. Prayer is great. I pray about everything. But sometimes you need some therapy, or you might need to take some medicine. People do have chemical imbalances in their bodies and different things. All you have to do, is just go to the doctor. Talk to your doctor and
Yes.
tell them things that are going on. So, people can try, to fix things. And nothing against prayer. I pray about everything. But sometimes, God made doctors to help us as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember when I used to say that, they say you against prayer. No, sometimes some situations need both.
Yep.
They need both. That's it. That's all. Ain't nothing to argue about.
Right.
You know, if you see little Billy Bob is a little special, uh, pray, you know, take him to the doctors and then, try to get him the help that he needs.
Right.
Uh,
Exactly.
But go to the doctor's appointments, do the research, and you'll know if that doctor, you'll know pretty much when they tell you what they come up with.
Right.
So that's it. You want to read the comment that I got on the screen?
Okay. It says, me too. I don't judge anyone. Sometimes that allows people to just start talking at me because I will just stand there and look at them in the face and listen.
Okay, we got
Just
Brian's World. Hey,
because I
Brian.
would just stand there and look at them in the face and listen.
What's up, April?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, we got Brian's World. Hey,
Because I
Brian.
would just stand there and Brian, look do at you them
have
in
two
the face and listen. screens open?
What's up, April? Oh,
Hey, how you doing? Hey, we got
how you doing?
Hi, Brian. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Fine. I'm glad you came up. I don't ever want you to be ashamed of anything that you can't control. I have asthma like super bad, and I'm not ashamed of it. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I can't control, but you just keep living your life one day at a time, doing the best that you can. And anybody that teases you can kiss your tushy.
That's what I tell people. It's like, hey, either you like me or you hate me. You want to cheer me, cheer me. You want to boo me, then boo me. Then you can kiss my own ass
I know that's right.
because I got broad shoulders.
Okay.
So if you want to cheer me. You want to boo me, then boo me. Then
That part. But yeah, those people are stupid. They're simple minded, and pay them no mind, because if they want to tease you, that means they're cowards because they don't take the time to educate themselves and know that is not something you did. It's something that you can't control. So don't allow them. Just look at it. If they keep writing, and ignore them, don't even address it, because if you stop addressing, I've seen a girl, she was being trolled so bad that she did not address them. They got so ticked off that they left. Then every time she would go live, they would start trolling her again, and she would never respond to them. So they stopped coming because she never said anything, nothing. She didn't say nothing. She told the people in the chat, if any trolls come in here, do not respond to them and they will go away. And they went away because they want that attention. And if you don't give it to them, guess what? They're going to go away.
Exactly. I mean, I'm a sports player like you. I mean, I play Special Olympics. I play like flag football, basketball, track and field, softball,
Oh,
and I would walk out I would make my entrance when I came out with my team, and I'll look all around the stadium, see how many people would cheer me, how many people would booing the shit out of me, and just seeing the people that were booing me, I'm like, fuck you guys, screw you.
you
It's
know what? If
it's
they
kind
boo
of
you,
like
take a bow. If they boo you, take a bow.
it's like the wrestler Roman Reigns, and sometimes they cheer him, sometimes they boo him. It's like, why are you booing me? It's
Right.
it's, it's like it's like, listen, I don't know what you're booing me about, but whatever, dude.
But this was in high school?
Yeah, they started booing me, so I looked at them. I'm like,
Right.
I'm like, I'm
Well,
like, yeah.
I really didn't, you know, and they wonder why you got so many people that are just snapping. Because everybody can't handle being booed, being bullied. Like you being bullied because you have seizures? Like this is unreal. I didn't realize we got so much darkness going on out there.
Hmm.
Like this is crazy.
It is.
Like when you walk into the stadium, it's like you're getting a mixed reaction, like half cheers, half boos. It's like whatever. Hmm.
Right.
It's like people that want to boo me, then get out of here.
Every time you do that, you make me laugh.
So how would you feel when you were having an asthma attack? So what would the kids do? Just start laughing at you?
For
Because
what?
I
Uh,
mean having a seizure. Because
Oh,
having a seizure, that used to scare me, seeing
right.
people because you're shaking and everything. Why would somebody start
it's like,
laughing at you because of that?
Ignorance.
well, you got ignorance, right? I mean, some of them can be bullies. There's plenty of bullies out there in the world that need to be smacked around.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
And
Wow.
and I've had seizures in front of people. Like, I'll literally stare off into space, and then I'll just drop.
Oh, wow.
Wow. But that's a part of you, and you should not be ashamed of that. You still living, and this is awful.
Right.
It's just wow.
People are horrible. Wow.
So this
Especially,
is why you end up having a lot of these people going back shooting up schools and stuff. Cause I bet you they were bullied.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, like I turn on the news channel every day, and there's always negativity in the world going on, like saying, "Oh, someone got shot, someone else got shot, someone else got shot."
Yeah,
It's like, why all the negativity?
right.
It,
That's
it, it,
crazy.
it's like people should not be allowed to have guns in their houses. They think it's funny, but it's not.
I mean, I think they should be able to have guns, but I think that they should make it harder for people to obtain guns. But as long as they're out there on the streets and nobody's really doing anything about it, we're still going to have that problem. You get what I'm saying? I think that saying that nobody should be allowed to have a gun, I don't, in my belief, but everybody has their own. I don't think that that's a good idea. So what happens when someone breaks into your home and they took your gun? You got to wait for the police. By the time the police come, the damage is already done. But if that person comes in your house and you're very well educated on what to do and versus what not to do, and you exercise those rules and those rights, then you could probably hold that person at gunpoint until the police comes, and not necessarily shoot them just because you think you want to. Oh, I did that. No, you shouldn't have that attitude. You know what I'm saying? So I think that they should make it harder for people to obtain weapons.
Well, my thought on that is, honey, if they can't get a gun legally, they sure can get them illegally. So,
Mhm.
you know, people can say whatever. Guns have been around. It's not the gun, it's the people behind the
Yeah.
guns. Because guns have been around since the beginning of time. It's just now, wow, like, uh, you don't really know. You got kids that have broken into their parents' gun collection wherever they had them stored, and you know,
Yep.
broken, stolen, and when they killed people.
Right.
But somebody come in your house, they need to be blown away because you don't know what that person gonna do.
That's true.
Mm-mm.
So, someone comes to my house, I'm blowing their head off.
Woo!
Kill or be killed. I mean, what is it gonna be? You
Mm.
know, you got the right to protect your house and
Right.
your family. And so I really don't know. I don't know any. I'm speechless when it comes to gun controls because I do believe that people should be allowed to have a weapon for protection. You
Yeah.
got people that just like to, shoot guns like it's a recreation. Uh,
Right.
and so, uh, hey, don't give me the line. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just,
Right. I get
I
it.
don't know. Yeah. And when I don't know, I will say I don't know. I don't know what they can do at this point to stop the gun violence. Does anybody have any solutions or know anything?
I
Well,
mean, just
it's a lot.
just have the shit people give me every day. It's like say if I'm at work, and people will be like starting drama and shit, and they'll be like get me involved, and it's like, why you get me involved in the middle of your damn drama? I don't want to hear it. Take it somewhere else.
Right.
And
Hmm.
and they still talk to me about it, and I get pissed off.
Yeah.
And I'll come home in a wicked bad mood. I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. And you do know, like, there's always three sides to a story, right? Their
Yeah.
side, the other person's side, and then somewhere in the middle, you got to dissect who's telling the truth and all of that. So, yeah. Hmm.
The place where I work at, people like to talk a lot of gossip and start drama at work every day.
Right.
And I don't know why. It's like, it feels like a friggin' daycare center for 2-year-olds.
I'm sorry. But you keeping it so
Yeah,
honest.
there's a lot of drama on the work at the workplace. That's why remember that guy at Walmart? Didn't he go back and shoot up the people at Walmart like he had worked there and the people was constantly bullying him every day? Wasn't that the story? Or they had demoted him or something, and they were laughing at him.
Wow.
Like the place where I work at, they treat us like little kids. Like all they care about is themselves. It's like if someone at work is not feeling good, it's like oh you're fine. You it's like I don't know why you want to go home. You're fine. You're not sick.
Oh wow.
Well, you know what? They train managers now because I'm 60. I turned 60 last August. Now, pretty much your co-workers, because you do spend 8 hours with these people
Yeah.
a day. So you pretty much spend a lot of time with your co-workers.
Right.
So back in my time of coming up, your co-workers was pretty much like your second family. Well, the way they train people now is they train them not to care about their co-workers. You know,
Right.
you don't come to work to be nobody's friend. You come to work to do a job. So that's why these people can fire you. They can say you're not sick. Now, how you gonna tell me I'm not sick? But this is how they train people not to care about their employees. So that way they can fire these people. You know, you can't be compassionate and caring,
Right.
but
I,
that's the training they give them.
Right.
I mean, when it's my turn to show up to work, I'm like, hey, I'm not here to be your best friend. I'm just here to do my job, and that's it.
Yeah,
I'm not here to be a friend of yours. I'm just here to do my job and go home.
Right.
yeah. Wow,
Yeah. People are
wow,
something else.
wow.
There's some people out in this world that suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, everybody is not great. Everybody is not good. There are some evil people out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Smile in your face and backstab you all along.
those smiling faces.
Yep.
And like I say, some of your friends and family can be the worst. Alleged friends. Yeah.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Sure
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. Girl, sometimes you will have people they won't even call and offer you a glass of water, honey. But they'll
No, I agree
mm-hmm.
with I agree with Papa Will. I mean, yeah, everyone's not your friend. Yeah, that's
No,
true.
they're not your friend. No, they're not. They're not. Yeah.
I
People
mean,
don't know. You know, if somebody is your friend, they're supposed to be like your family. If they're supposed to love you no matter what, they're supposed to stand by you no matter what. Like you can talk about me all you want, but I'ma still stand by you. You're not supposed to go around talking about me if you my friend and family. You're supposed to talk to me, and then if if it's that bad, do some type of intervention. But going around talking to other people about your family and friends, that ain't cool.
Right.
It's not cool.
yeah, yeah. I basically
Brian, where do you live, Brian? Because you have an accent. Where do you live?
I live in Massachusetts.
Yeah, you got that Massachusetts um, accent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cold up here.
Mm-hmm.
Miss
It's
April, I
cold.
need to drop down, sweetie.
It's cold here in Illinois. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you can drop down.
All right.
Yeah, we just was doing something tonight. Yeah. Steve Gilmore says guns don't kill people, people kill people. Yeah.
I agree with
But
that.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So true. Right, Papa. I love everyone, but I don't mess with just everyone. I am located in Joliet, Illinois. Joliet. It's a south suburb of Chicago, Illinois. I live in Joliet. We were famous for the prison, Stateville, where the Blues Brothers, well, they filmed it actually at the Joliet facility, not at Stateville. The movie with Woody Harrelson was filmed at Stateville. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I live. Mm-hmm.
So Papa's located in Illinois.
Hmm?
Papa's located in Illinois.
Are you in Illinois, Papa? Papa Will? Yeah. So
They got some great sports teams located out there in Chicago. They got the Chicago Bulls, they got the Chicago Blackhawks, Chicago White Sox, Chicago Cubs.
and they got some good diehard fans too.
They
Yeah,
do.
some good diehard fans. Yeah.
I grew up a fan of Michael Jordan. I remember watching him play basketball for the Bulls.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I come from a sports family. My mom, my dad, my brother, my sister, they were all into sports, but not me. Like I said, I wasn't the athletic person. And my mother, she loved her to Michael Jordan. She had everything. Everything. 23. Hold on, let me let somebody else up. Oh, okay, where did they go? Oh, Papa Will, you come from a military family. So that means, oh, there's Brian again. Okay,
Yes,
so that means
sorry about that.
you did a lot of traveling. Hey, Papa, did you like being part of a military family, doing all of the traveling, or you didn't like it? I hear a lot of people say they hate it. Like every time they met new friends, it was time to move again. So, what was it like growing up in a military family?
So, Papa, you were in the military. When I was in high school, I was in the Air Force Junior ROTC.
Yeah, hopefully he'll respond. You're more than happy to come up on the panel and tell us. I would have thought that would have been nice to go around to all of the different cities and things, living in different places. Because I would love to take a cruise around the world.
So, Papa, you were in the military. Well, I want to say thank you. I want to give my thanks for you serving. Thanks for serving our country and protecting us very well. And thanks for serving our country, Papa. I respect you for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love to see people who serve for our country.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're not a military brat. Yeah, thanks for serving. Did you go to any wars like Desert Storm or any of those things?
Me?
No, I'm talking about Papa Will.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, Papa. Well, thanks for serving our country well and protecting us well.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
so thank you. I appreciate you.
Mhm. So yeah, we were just. Whoa, you older than me, Papa Will. Okay. Oh,
Oh,
you in
you
Vietnam. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Vietnam
They
vet.
say going over there to the Vietnam War, they say like the United States was totally unprepared. Hey, wellness with frugal mom.
What's up, wellness? How you doing tonight?
Yeah, wellness. She has a great show. In the morning, you can exercise with her, and then she does affirmations. And then she has another show where she brings on guests and they teach you some tips of life from couponing to auto insurance and taking care of yourself. So there are a lot of positive people doing some great things on YouTube now. So yeah, and she goes every Saturday to my favorite store, which is Family Dollar. Yeah, I like Family Dollar. Yeah, Family Dollar has all of the name brand items too, like my Tide laundry detergent.
Oh
I
wow.
have been using Tide laundry detergent. Uh, we always use Tide, even when it was powder, and I am not changing. I did one time. I tried Era, but give me my Tide laundry detergent. Yeah, and Clorox bleach. Mm. So, wow. Papa, I would really like to talk to you about that going over there to Vietnam. I would like to maybe interview you one day and you tell me what it was like over there.
Yeah, I would like to see that too. I mean, a guy who was in the Vietnam, being a Vietnam veteran, it's like I would like to hear from him.
Yeah. Hey, Cole Waltz.
What's up,
Yeah.
Cole? How you doing tonight, buddy?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not changing. I like my Tide laundry detergent, and I'm staying with it. Some things I won't change, but that's one of them. Yeah. Oh, you didn't go to Vietnam. I'm an Arab vet, meaning that when I was ready to go there, they stopped sending people over there. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. And maybe I'll find some people that served in Operation Desert Storm too. That would be nice. So, what do you guys think about these UFOs?
The UFOs and shooting down these spy balloons. It's crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, I think when they shoot these, if they call them spy balloons or whatever, um, I say they spraying chemicals in the air.
Yeah, they do.
So, for years people have been saying, UFOs exist and aliens exist. So I guess this is like a confirmation that those people weren't really crazy after all.
Like when I see these spy balloons, it's like why are these people spying on us? I don't get it.
Well, they're trying to say spy balloons. Some people are saying they're UFOs. Which one is it? Um, yeah, I just wonder, like, are they're trying to say they're spy balloons, and some people say UFOs.
This is the time now that anyone can make it
Hey,
happen
Just
now.
V,
Those UFO balloons are
those
making people crazy.
Just V. Let me tell you something. Some UFOs, I mean, that's something to think about. They unidentified flying objects. So who's flying these unidentified flying objects? Who's flying?
They spy on us for the economic aspect of it all. Oh, I guess that's what it is.
You bring your butt up here. I want you to know why I should be concerned about some UFOs. And I need to know who is flying these UFOs. Aliens? Americans? I mean,
Yeah, we want to know, Papa, who these spy balloons, who's doing all this?
no,
I mean, I just want to know.
they ain't gonna tell us.
Yeah, they ain't gonna tell us. I mean, the reason why they're spying on us, they want to know what we're doing. Because we got more freedom than they do, and so that's too damn bad.
And then why would China be spying on us? I thought we had a, a good relationship with China. Are they mad because they're trying to ban TikTok? That they banned TikTok? Things that make you go,
Well, the thing with
E.T. phone home. E.T. phone home.
well, the thing with TikTok is I don't get why people do TikTok videos.
Just you crazy.
I
They
mean,
banned people.
I'm just trying to make a point.
What did you say now?
I'm just trying to make a point of like, why do people make TikTok videos? I don't get the point of it.
They're cute. I like them. Yeah, I like them. Some of the dance videos and some of the eating videos. And
We don't have a good relationship with China. Oh no, that's for sure.
oh, okay.
China and Russia are economic friends. Yeah, that China and Russia countries are friends, but they hate us. They hate us Americans, but you know what? Too damn bad.
Well, I know one thing. We need to stop sending money to other countries, and take care of the problem over here first. Okay, let me see. Will TikTok pay you for creating business with the videos you post to the platform? Okay. China is always
Mm.
questionable. They won't even provide accurate details on the size and budget of their military. And they hate our government. Mm,
Uh, Yeah, countries like China and Russia, they hate our government badly.
mm, okay.
Just like YouTube, when you do live streams. What's wrong with YouTube?
Do you guys think social media, like, do you like it? Do you think it's good, bad? I mean, I
Mm,
like social media.
I
I
like
I love I like social media. I like the fact that
I
uh,
love social media. I mean, you can talk to people, you can connect with people that you don't even know, and you can get to know them and be friends with them.
yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I'm all over in other countries looking at stuff. I follow people that travel too. They've been showing me flowers and different things. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So now, remember when all of the games came out? Like back in my day, we had Atari and we just had Miss Pac-Man and Mario Brothers and stuff like that. But
Uh,
do you guys think a lot of these video games make people more violent, make the kids more violent?
video games I came out with I that came out when I was a kid was it was like Transformers, it was like Jurassic Park, Pac-Man, Super Mario Brothers.
Now, but do you think now, like the video games, do you think they contribute to violence?
I'm probably guessing so. I
Uh,
mean,
back in my day, we watched the Jetsons and we watched uh, Popeye, who ate spinach and got superpowers. We watched Tom and Jerry. We watched people fall off cliffs and everything. We we had some crazy cartoons now when I think about it. But
when I grew up as a kid, I grew up watching Sesame Street, Mister Rogers. Thomas the Tank Engine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sesame Street. We also had Bozo the Clown too. Uh, when it was coming up. Let me see. Yes, I do just like the stupid cartoons we watched growing up. Just V says guns make people more violent, misopinionated. Yeah, that's me. Opinionated. She said yes, because some kids cannot differentiate between reality and fable. I mean, these kids be on video games all day. We watch people beating up on people and blowing people up and choking people. We sure did. We sure did.
Yes, we did. That's terrible stuff, though.
But I think a lot of my carpal and arthritis come from playing Miss Pac and stuff. Cause we had those joysticks. Mm-hmm.
I heard carpal tunnel is painful.
Yeah, we had joysticks that we used to have to move around. Mhm. So yeah. So look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It was Superman, and now we gotta say spy balloon. Spy balloon. Yeah, yeah. We just chopping it up tonight. I don't have nothing else to do. I thank you, Brian, for coming on the panel.
No problem. Anytime, April.
Well, yeah,
Any
keep on talking. I don't have nothing else to do. And so, let me see. Papa Will says, I learned to type in high school, and I'm so glad that nothing got me and that I can still type 1,600 keystrokes a second. Ain't that the truth, Papa Will? Because, I grew up typing where we had to use carbon paper and erasers and everything else. And that's what made us fast on the computer, was because of our great typing skills. We started off on manual typewriters. Yes, we had our books there. If you made a mistake, uh, you had to take those erasers, erase it, type over it. Yeah, I mean, shoot. These people got it made now when it comes to typing.
when I was when I was in high school, I used to see a fight going on in the cafeteria during lunchtime, and there would be a fight going on the other side of the cafeteria, and I'm like, what? And I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, finger pecker still struggle. Yeah. Because you had to know that keyboard and typing. You had to know the keyboard. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
typing is better than using erasers.
No. Back when we grew up typing, Brian, we
Yeah.
used to have typewriters where you put the paper in And then they had erasers that used to erase the ink. So when you made a mistake, you would have to put that little eraser right there where you made that mistake, erase it, go back and type over it. Now, if you were doing carbon copies or doing a BCC, making extra copies, you had your carbon paper. So not only did you have to erase the mistake you made on the original, but also the carbon paper.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I remember people using typewriters and like they would put the paper up and just type.
Yeah. Or you had to type it all the way over. Yeah. So yeah, that's how we came up. Yeah, you know what? Nobody could have told me 25 years ago that I would actually have a phone in my hand at all times, that I would be able to watch movies from a phone. Like, who would have ever thought that I could sit here and have a tablet or a phone and be watching movies?
Exactly, yeah. Who would have ever thought?
God, I wish I would have had some stock into some to AT&T or anything with this cell phone. Can you imagine some of these people have gotten rich? Because you gotta have your phone with you now.
Like my phone I have an Android cell phone. And it's a touch screen.
Yeah. And do you feel lost if you don't have your phone with you now, Brian?
If I don't have my phone with me, yeah, I feel lost.
I feel lost. I got my phone ready. I'm ready to snap a video, take pictures. Like who would have ever thought? You couldn't have told me this.
Like say if I go out somewhere and I accidentally forget my phone back home, I'm like, oh crap, now I'm lost.
Yeah, get lost. Yeah. You know what? Another thing I find funny too is like people used to give you directions. Back in my day, if we were taking a trip, you used to could go to Chicago Motor Club.
Yep.
And they would map out your trip for you. But you made it. You got to your destinations. Now people turning on, your GPSs in the cars, on your phones, and it takes you right to your doorstep. I mean, technology. It's amazing. It's great.
It is great. Like it's amazing.
It's amazing. Some of these kids, they won't even know what it was like, when we had albums and things. Like, do they even know what what would they call them? Album players? A record player. Like, who would know what a record player is? When you had the albums and you had to put the needle on the album and listen to the song.
Yep. And I remember a few years ago we grew up with pay phones. You like if you had no cell phone, you had to use a pay phone out in public.
I haven't seen a payphone in years. Years. I mean, I don't know the last time I saw a payphone.
Well, I haven't seen a payphone in years.
Oh my goodness. When was the last time I saw a payphone? Wow. Yeah, technology. Whoa. Yep, when you had to remember a phone number. Now I don't remember anybody's phone number. You store 'em in your phone and you can store them to your Google accounts. People change phone numbers every 6 months now. Hey,
They
Latanya's cooking for the soul. We just chopping it up, talking about technology now, how things have changed. Who would have ever thought like you could FaceTime people? Like call them up, have them right
Hi, Latonia is cooking for the soul. How you doing?
there. Mhm. Remember, uh, even like when phones first came out, you had one phone in the house with the long extension cord so it could reach through the whole house. There was no call waiting, none of that. Everybody had a specific time to talk on the phone. Like, wow, it's just incredible. Then they finally came up with call waiting and three-way calling. These kids don't know how good they got it made now.
Yeah, like I remember the phones we used to have. We used to have hanging on the wall in
Yeah.
our homes, and there was like a long extension cord. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, like no calls, no calls waiting.
No, nothing. Yeah. You call somebody's house, you got a busy signal. Yeah. Latanya's cooking for the soul. What did you cook for dinner tonight?
Look, Latonia, I'm good. How are you? I'm just here chatting it up with the one and the only April Showers.
Yeah, we just talking about everything. Oh, texting was the worst. Hey, even if you can't type, you can press the microphone. The microphone picks up pretty good too. Oh, leftover corned beef. Man, that sounds good. Did you have cabbage with your corned beef?
And corned beef and cabbage. That's what people usually have on St. Patrick's Day.
hmm There's a lot of great cooking channels on YouTube as well. You got people cooking everything.
That sounds good, Latonia. Leftover corned beef. Oh,
Oh no! Wow. Mm, mm, mm.
corned beef. Oh, to die for, Latonia. Oh,
You had sandwiches with some potatoes. Sounds good. Did you have white potatoes or red potatoes? Papa Will talking about I got hamburger helper with venison and Italian sausage waiting for me to finish from 2 days ago. You know what, Papa Will? I did not know what hamburger helper was until I was a grown woman. My mother cooked for us. My mom cooked cooked meals every day, even when she was working. And my mom didn't allow anybody in the kitchen with her, so I'm not the world's greatest cook. Oh, the golden one smothered with onions. Oh my God, does that sound good?
I remember back in 2020 when the COVID pandemic all started. It was like we had to stay home. We couldn't go anywhere except for like the grocery store or a doctor's appointment.
So what did you guys do to pass time?
Um, well, I had to stay home in quarantine. I was out of work for like a year and a half.
Wow.
So I had to do meetings on Zoom with my work on my laptop, like I'm talking to you on right now.
Oh,
And
wow.
and it was quite weird, April. Like you would not believe it was really weird.
Those Zoom meetings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, were you able, so you guys were still able to work and they were able to do it where you would have Zoom meetings. So you were still working. Do you know so many people lost their job due to COVID?
Yeah, so many people lost their jobs, like they got laid off.
Yeah. A lot of people lost jobs. A lot of people lost their life savings because a lot of those people, they so a lot of people had invested into their businesses and COVID hit and they lost everything. Their COVID did a lot of damage. A
Yeah, it
lot of
did. Like a lot of people got hospitalized and winded up in the ICU and lost their lives.
yeah, a lot of people died. We had quite a few people here in Joliet to die. Then we had a nursing home where you had like all of the patients. The majority of them had died. Like people were scrambling around here. Uh, I commend those people that went to work every day and risked their lives to care for those people that had COVID. That was a lot for those people. Uh, woo. Mm, mm, mm. Wow. Yeah.
So where are you from? Are you in the United States of America or?
Me? Or
Yeah.
you asking Tanya? I live in Joliet, Illinois,
Oh,
in the
you.
US of A.
Oh, you live
Hmm.
in you live in you live in Illinois. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
So
must you must be right near Chicago.
yeah, I'm in the south suburb of Chicago. So what else? Let me see. Uh, do you dance, Brian?
um. Oh man, this cold is killing me.
I think everybody's catching colds. This weather is crazy. They're calling for like 2 feet of snow in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, Minnesota gets tons of snow.
Hmm.
To answer your question, do I dance? Yeah. I mean, I'm in a band with a couple of my friends, and I'm the lead singer, and I play the bass guitar,
Oh,
and
okay.
and so and so I kind of get into it. I kind of get electric, and I dance. I get into it, and I kind of I mean, I hate to say this, but I love to dance, but making fun of myself and acting stupid on stage. I mean, some people have to do that. They get paid for it, but but when you're getting into it, and when you're getting into it, you're acting stupidly, and when you're dancing on stage, you could get hurt.
Yeah.
You could get seriously injured if you're dancing on stage.
Hmm. How long have you been in your band, and what's the name of your band?
I've been in my band for like 8 years now.
Hmm. Yeah, they had a band at my cousin's repast this week. That was the first for me. I said a band at a repast, and it was nice. It was really nice. That's another thing. Uh, it's nice to know that there are bands that are really playing instruments now because they had gotten away with a lot of that uh, with bands. So that's nice to know. Yeah. What's the name of your group, Brian?
It's called Camp Crystal Lake.
Mm,
It's a movie that I like.
okay.
We named our band after the movie.
Okay. So what are you like? Rock, pop?
I like rock and roll. You know,
Mm, mm.
I like bands like Aerosmith. Um,
That's
the
who I grew up on.
the
Chicago.
Chicago, the Doobie Brothers, Def Leppard, REO Speedwagon, Cheap Trick, Styx, Foreigner.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, I grew up on that. Yeah. Grew up. Well, it's getting close to 2 hours. Uh, Brian, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Papa Will, Latanya. We had a good night. We was just chopping it up. Maybe I'll come back on tomorrow night. Uh, they talking about snow, so I might not be going anywhere. Uh,
So
more snow coming. What
so
did the groundhog say? Did any? What did? Uh,
he said 6 more weeks of winter.
oh, okay, okay. So the groundhog did say 6 more weeks of winter. So
Yep.
it looks like might be right. Okay, because they're expecting another snowstorm. Hmm. Did you guys ever see that movie Groundhog Day?
Yes, with Bill Murray.
Yes.
Yes,
You know,
he is hilarious.
I mean, and the movie kept starting over and over. I'm like, what is really going on? But yeah, that was a great movie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he kept on living the same day over and over, I'm like, if that was me, I would have killed myself.
Right. No. Yeah. Uh, it was a turtle in Vegas, and he said we were going to have an early spring here, and it's 64 degrees here right now. I finally made it to Vegas last year, and Vegas is awesome. Vegas was beautiful. Uh, those hotels were so big. Uh, oh my God! And I didn't see all of Vegas. I only saw like a quarter of the strip.
Well, I've always wanted to go to Las Vegas.
Yeah. Papa Will says he kept repeating the same mistakes and the movie wasn't over until he made a change in his behavior. Yeah, but that was weird. Watching, I'm like, okay, are they seriously showing the same thing over and over? Yeah. So I thank everybody for joining us tonight. I thank you, Brian. You're
Thank
more
you.
than welcome. Welcome. We
Sam.
was just chopping it up.
Thank you,
And
April. Thanks for having me.
everybody have a great night. Thank you. Okay.